What's up, YouTube? This is Crow Bennett 08 on the Nexus forums, and I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on how to make your own talking NPCs using the construction set from Oblivion version 1.0 and the GECK, and assuming that you have recorded audio to do so. First, I'm going to show you my rig. Alright, here's my computer. It's a Q6600 with the Intel Core 2 quad and 8 gigs of RAM, but I'm only using 4 because I'm running XP. There's a printer and an external monitor that I don't really use. There's some external drives, some Acer 19-inch monitors as my Project Mix I/O, some Eaterall speakers, these right here, my Genelex. Here's my keyboard. This is Boudin from Louisiana because that's where I'm at. This right here is a AKG Perception 300 microphone. It's what I do my overdubs with or whatever. It's nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. Alright, so now that you've seen all that shit and what I'm working with, let's get to the tutorial. Okay, so first thing you want to do is Google Elder Scrolls construction set version 1.0. Okay, and you're gonna go no, that's not it. Here we go. The construction set version 1.0. You're going to need version 1.0 because it's the only one that is going to generate the lip files for you. Very important. So I've already downloaded that, so I'm not going to download it again, but go ahead and download that and we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so whatever whatever mod you're working on, have it open in the GECK, obviously, and you've downloaded the construction set, Elder Scrolls construction set version 1.0, and you should have a shortcut on your desktop, so go ahead and open that as well. Now if you have a slow computer, this process is probably going to take a long time for you. When you open up the construction set, you're gonna check off Oblivion master file and then just click OK. Wait for that to load up, and what I do is I go ahead and open up my directories that I'm going to be using a lot, so which would be my Bethesda Softworks. I'll open up the Fallout 3 directory, open up the data, sound, and voice directories. This is where your mod and the GECK will create a directory for all of the sound files that you're going to be using. So I have that open, and then I go and I actually open up another directory in Bethesda, and then Oblivion, data, sound, and voice. Alright, so that's what you're going to want to do. Open up both of those voice directories. You're going to be using them a lot. Alright, so we've got the Oblivion construction set open. You're going to click on the little bubble here. It's probably really hard for you to see what the heck is going on because I've got a dual monitor set up, and it's probably really small. But it's right beside the Q, and it's in between the Q and the pencil, which is the script function and what is that? Quest function. All right. So you'll click on that, which will be your dialogue. Now you can choose any one of these dialogues, to do what we're gonna do, but I always use the first one because it'll be much easier. Whatever. I'm not going to tell you why. I'll just tell you that just use the first one right here, and then this one. All right. So now we'll take our audio that we have recorded, and in order for this to work, it's going to have to be a certain format. All right. It won't just take any regular old audio. So it's going to have to be hold on a sec. Computer's freezing up. There we go. All right. Okay, so this hello? Oh. All right. This WAV file right here is a mono WAV file. So we're going to take it and adjust the sample rate, or actually convert the sample type from mono to stereo. It's got to be 16-bit, 44.1 kilohertz, and stereo. So that's what we have. We're going to save that, and there we go. Alright, so you're going to want to format all of your WAV files this way. The format again is 16-bit. Sampling rate has to be 44.1 K, which is 44,100 kilohertz sampling rate, and it has to be stereo. It's different for the radio, which I'll do a tutorial for later. The radio, it has to be mono, but for all of the dialogue, voice stuff, it's going to need to be stereo. Alright, so the only reason I can figure that they wanted to do the radio mono is because in the retro 1950s world, and even in the real 1950s that in America, everything was mono. There was no, it was a big deal when stereo recording and such came out. So we've got our directories here. Now we've got both voice directories, the one for Fallout 3 and the one for Oblivion. Keep those both open. We're going to go into your computer here and find the directory where you recorded all these files. Alright. Now I had made a little folder for all of my mods, and so I'm going to go into there. These are all my responses. Alright. So the one that I formatted, which you will be able to right click properties, make sure everything's in the right format, which you should make sure before you even start doing this. But Windows WAV format, I know that WAV format works. I know that there's other mods that use OGG formats, which is much more efficient. I don't know if that works, I haven't tried it yet, but I know that WAV format works. PCM WAV